Hail YouTube, Dominions, Doomentites, and Arch-villains! Thank you all for supporting me in my effort to save pop culture. And I would ask you please check to make sure you are still subbed, turn on your notification bell, and if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. This channel could use your support. Thank you, and enjoy this video. There are few ideas in the world that everyone hates. Ideas so spectacularly misguided they manage to offend damn near everybody with the sheer audacity of their suck. Ideas that would make you bang your head against the wall in fury if you weren't paralyzed by the kind of disbelieving outrage normally reserved for watching documentaries on war atrocities, true crime shows about killer moms, or Star Trek Discovery. But lo and behold, from Marvel Comics, the so-called House of Ideas, comes the worst idea in the history of comics, Snowflake and Safespace. So what makes Snowflake and Safespace so universally loathed? Snowflake and Safespace are, depending on whom you ask, either the ultimate woke whiny wank job from a bunch of SJW idiots, or a parody of the ultimate woke whiny wank job. And everyone is revolted and pissed as the comic book industry convulses in what may be its final death throes, a spasm of shitty suck that will finally finish off the woke wonderland that used to be Marvel Comics. So what makes Snowflake and Safespace so woke? Snowflake and Safespace are black male twins. Oops, oh right, excuse me. Snowflake is a non-binary who identifies as neither male or female, who can fly because he identifies as gravity neutral, who is bulletproof because he doesn't really buy into the whole bullet thing, and who doesn't need air or water so long as he doesn't identify as alive. Okay, I made that stuff up. Everything except him being non-binary, which he is. Snowflake can also materialize snowflakes that he hurls as shurikens. Take that, patriarchy! Safespace projects a pink force field to protect others from blasts, explosions, and, I guess, opinions that threaten those people's fragile worldviews. It is a safe space, after all, and it's pink. These are the heroes that the comic book industry desperately needed to save their declining sales. God knows, I always found the existing superheroes lacking, right? Superman, Batman, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Captain America, they always just fought threats in reality, not threatening attitudes of patriarchal binary breeders, the real roots of crime. Indeed, binary breeders are at the root of all of humanity's problems, since without binary breeders, there wouldn't be any humanity. Since, it takes males and females to reproduce and shit like that. Shame on us, right gang? In an article on MovieWeb.com entitled Marvel Comics Introduces New Superhero Snowflake and Safespace, Kevin Berwick writes, together, the two characters, Snowflake and Safespace, are known as the Psychic Twins, as opposed to the Double Mint Twins, but we'll let that pass. Quote, all twins are psychic, but we're psychicer. That is their motto. Snowflake, a cryokinetic, can materialize snowflake-shaped shuriken projectiles for throwing. Safespace can materialize pink force fields, but he can't inhabit them himself. The reflex only works if he's protecting others. They're hyper-aware of the modern culture and optics, and they see their superheroics as a, quote, post-ironic meditation on using violence to combat bullying. When speaking about the name choices, Daniel Kibblesmith, the creator of this mess, I guess, says, quote, it's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory. They take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safespace is a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock, while Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they/them. The connotations of the word snowflake in our culture right now are something fragile. And this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Two snaps up. This is a great idea for Marvel Comics to pursue, but it seems like there may need to be some extra explaining needed when introducing them to the world, at least for certain comic book fans. Well. Unfortunately, this idea also needs explaining to the LGBTQ community, the presumed demographic for this misguided idiocy, because a lot of them hate this stupid bullshit too. According to an article in The Independent called Marvel Criticized for New Woke Superheroes called Snowflake and Safespace, quote, the reaction online has been less than glowing, with some in the LGBT plus community interpreting the woke characters as a perhaps unintentional mockery of progressive values. One Twitter user wrote, quote, calling your first non-binary superhero Snowflake and Safespace is the most insensitive and out-of-touch things you could do. They sounds sick, like the kind of names you would expect a writer who's trying to make fun of non-binary people would give their characters. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? But when the comic book industry is struggling just to survive in an era of declining sales, when comic book stores are going extinct, when lifelong comic book fans are watching their heroes be systematically destroyed, sacrificed on the altar of wokeness, their histories discarded like soiled toilet paper, Snowflake and Safespace don't really feel all that funny, do they? This is the rare idea that's so bad, so misconceived, so repulsive, that everyone hates it on both sides of the argument. Oh, well done, Marvel. The House of Ideas has produced its ultimate idea, an anti-life equation that will cancel Marvel Comics. You deserve to fade into oblivion, Marvel. You failed to respect your audience. You failed to respect your past. You failed to respect the superheroes you've created. You failed to respect tradition. You failed to respect itself when you openly mocked the very idea of superheroism that gave birth to Marvel Comics, turning what was once a myth about bravery and sacrifice and idealism into a twisted take on trends, a pompous, putrid parcel of propaganda that makes everyone want to puke. You've forgotten respect, Marvel Comics, and without respect, we reject. Rest in peace, Marvel Comics. Take off your protective bag now and toss yourself in the trash. You are no longer collectible or readable. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.
Ha 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 ha.